Bismillah wa salatu wa salamu ala Rasulillahi sallallahu alayhi wa wasallam. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Brothers and sisters, today I am here in Marlboro Muslim Memorial Cemetery to bury one of our community sister. Brother Dr. Jamshed, he called me and he told me about this sister who used to come in our masjid as well. And you see that life is short, and sometime we see the people who are living in our community. Sometimes they are young, sometimes they are old, and they go like this. This is life. And so now all she is taking with her is her good deeds. This is the grave ready for her, inshallah, and she's inside this funeral car, and the family is in the way. Inshallah, they will be here soon, and then we will bury her. So I say, let me use this time and show you guys that most of the graves here are filled up during the time of COVID-19, and many of the brothers here, I get the honor to bury them here. But now you can see that, these graves are telling us the story that all they have is their good deeds. Most of the graves, you can see that nobody came back, and you can see the situation, and I'm sure they all have family, they all have loved ones, they do have children, but you can see that most of the graves are not visited by anyone recently or for a long time. You can see there are some where you can see that people have visited them, and rest, all of them, you can see that nobody visited them. So if you're alive, you're listening this message, please make sure that do the good deeds. If you have children, teach them good manners, teach them rights of parents, and be a help for the community in front of them so they can learn the goodness from you. It's very important, because if you don't teach them good, then how you gonna depend on them when you're gonna leave this world? And so I can show you guys more graves, inshallah. There are many people who I buried who had no family members, and we need to make dua for them as well. And as well, all of the Muslimin, Muslimat, Mu'mineen, Mu'minat, all the believers who passed away and nobody is there to pray for them. We have to always keep them in our prayers. So let's make dua that Allahumma ighfir li hayyina wa mayyitina wa shahidina wa ghaibina wa saghirina wa kabirina wa dhakarina wa unthana. Allahumma man ahyaytahu minna fahyi ala al-Islam wa man tawaffaytahu minna fatawaffahu ala al-Iman. Ameen. This is a dua of janazah prayer I recited on purpose, so it's a reminder for everyone that we have to memorize this dua, so whenever there is a janazah prayer, we can recite it for the brother or sister, whoever we read their janazah. So you can see, like, this all line is filled, and so this all cemetery is gonna be filled up with people, because this is reality of life which we are ignoring. And so let me share one of the hadiths while sharing this video and waiting for the family. In this hadith, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Haqqun Muslimu ala al-Muslim khamsun." In one hadith, it says, "Haqqun Muslimu ala al-Muslim sittun." Like there are 5 rights upon every Muslim on other Muslims. And one hadith said there are 6 rights. And so there are different hadiths. So in this hadith, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that first right is Raddus Salam, that whenever a Muslim brother greets you, you greet them back with wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And the second right of a Muslim is wa iyadatul mariz. Whenever your brother is sick, you go visit them. And the third right is wa ittiba'ul janaiz. Whenever you hear that your Muslim brother passed away, make sure if you go and attend their funeral. This is also a right of a brother who we know or we don't know. If we find out that there is a janazah and there is any need in a burial, like if somebody don't have money to pay, if the family, there is no family, then it's a responsibility on us, all of those who gonna find out about it, that they have to make sure that that Muslim brother, that believer, find the final resting home, and he finds the kafan, the ghusl, and the janazah prayer. All these things become obligatory on us. So please make sure if you hear that somebody passed away and the family don't have the money, that's not the time to investigate and say, oh, this guy, his family is rich and they can pay, and they have a lot of money or anything. If somebody says that they don't have money, please try to get together the money and just pay it, because that's the right of that brother or sister who passed away. And if somebody is doing anything bad, anything wrong, they will answer on the day of judgment. So we have to make sure that we always stay on a right side, so on the day of judgment, whenever the time comes, we don't get on the wrong side where the people are going to be unsuccessful. And so the fourth right is ijabatul dawah, that whenever a Muslim brother or sister invite you towards something good, you accept their dawah, invitation. And the fifth right is wa tashmitul atis. Whenever your brother or sister sneeze, they have to say alhamdulillah, and you have to respond it with yarhamukallah. And the person who sneezes, they have to respond it back, yahdikumullah wa yuslih balakum. So it's very important that we all learn all these rights. And so I will share this message in Urdu, inshallah. So those brothers and sisters who don't understand English, they can understand it. इस वक्त मैं यहाँ कब्रिस्तान में मौजूद हूँ, एक अपनी बहन के साथ आया हूँ और हमारी कम्युनिटी में रहती थी. तो ये देख लें कि आप, यही रियलिटी है. इसी तरह हर बंदा जो भी दुनिया से जाएगा, वो सिर्फ़ और सिर्फ अपने आमाल को साथ लेके जाता है और ख़ाली हाथ जाता है, साथ कुछ भी नहीं लेके जाता. तो अभी भी वक्त है हमारे पास कि हम लोग अपनी ज़िंदगी को नबी पाक सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम के तरीक़ों के मुताबिक गुजारें, ताकि जब इस दुनिया से जाएं, कि जाना हक बर हक है, हम सब ने जाना है, कि जब भी हम इस दुनिया से रुखसत हों तो हमारे पे अल्लाह पाक का ख़ुसूसी करम हो कि हमारी बख्शिश भी हो जाए और अल्लाह पाक हमें जन्नतुल फिरदौस का हकदार ठहराए. तो इसके लिए हमें नबी पाक सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम के दीन के ऊपर अमल करने की ज़रूरत है और उसको सीखने की ज़रूरत है. अल्लाह तबारक व तआला इन तमाम हमारे बहनों भाइयों को जो दुनिया से रुखसत हो चुके हैं, सब की बख्शिश करे, सबको जन्नतुल फिरदौस में आला मकाम नसीब अता करे. आमीन या रब्बल आलमीन. अल्लाह पाक आप सबको दीन और दुनिया की कामयाबियाँ नसीब करे, तमाम परेशानियों से, मुश्किलात से, बीमारियों से महफूज रखे. आमीन या रब्बल आलमीन. अस्सलामु अलैकुम व रहमतुल्लाहि व बरकातहू.